We gained an awful lot from attending last year's Hakuho Cup. For a start, we got 2 new names to follow in Pro Sumo, Ko Yoshii and Riki Otsuji, and learned how teenagers turn professional in the process. 16-year-old Yoshii has not made a single losing score since joining Nakagawa stable last March, and will be near the top of Division 4 this March. Meanwhile, 16-year-old Otsuji, who promised his visually impaired mother he'd make salaried level while she can still see him, overcame injury problems to reach the 6th Division playoff in November, and could join Yoshii in Division 4 next month. We continue to wish them well. The 2019 Hakuho Cup also introduced us to teenage sensation Taiki Tebakari, who we've since rather enjoyed following around the country. He also opened up the precious connection we now have with elder brother Kotoshoho. More on that next week. But with Tebakari Yoshii, Otsuji, champion Tetsuya Ochiai, and fierce rival Fuma Kawazoe all graduating from the competition, the 2020 Hakuho Cup lacked last year's luster. That said, there were still some familiar faces itching to show us how much they've progressed. Here's a shaven head you likely recognize: lean, muscly Hirohide Ito from the all-conquering Kawakami Dojo in Uto City, Kumamoto, whose locals turned out in force to support Shodai recently. Last February, we saw Ito seal his team's success in the group event with this crushing victory. It was Kawakami's 3rd Hakuho Cup triumph in a row. We saw Ito earn a spate of victories in 5th-year singles too, including this very significant one against title favourite Yuto Kuramochi of Tokyo's Komatsuryu Dojo. But if he thought it was job done, he was mistaken, as he was himself slapped down by Kawakami sparring partner Yuta Kuraoka in the final. Then, last December at the All Japan Amateur Championships, we saw a slightly heavier Ito power his way through the early rounds, only to be undone by technical brilliance in a rematch with Kuramochi. The eventual age group winner that day was Hayato Kodama, who may well be the latest star to come out of Kashiwa Juniors. However, despite having an expectant TV camera crew attached to him, he went out to tricky little Shota Anai in the last 16 this time. A huge boost, in theory, to Messrs. Ito and Kuramochi. They were up on the dohyo after Anai won this last 8 match to book his place in the semis, and yes, they were against each other. Kuramochi takes it, but what I like about Ito here is his alertness to what his opponent is likely to do. Once hopes of the inside right grip disappear, Ito plants his right foot well to counter the throw that beat him in December. Unfortunately, Kuramochi is just as good at pulling it off from the left. Ever keen to learn from his rivals, Ito stayed at ringside to cast his eagle eye over every subsequent match. He'll be using all of that knowledge when he returns in junior high school competition later this year. On to the semis, and after searching for an inside grip too keenly, Anai is sent tumbling by Ryuga Kikuta, a semi-finalist at 2019 Nationals last August. The beaten finalist at that tournament, Masakio Yamashita, stands in Kuramochi's way next. Will the famed Kuramochi throw work on someone so big? A firm no is the answer. Bulky Yamashita simply takes the impact of Kuramochi's tachiai, confident that his foe is as yet too light to win a pushing match against him. A solid left arm block and fine belt work with the right, first outside, then inside, is the key to victory. Some tactical reassessment needed from Kuramochi too. On to the final then. Yamashita of Ashikita Treasure Sumo Club, another one from Kumamoto, versus Kikuta of Tomobe Sumo Club in Kasama, Ibaraki. It's an expert elbow pin and push out from Yamashita, which sends his opponent careering towards Hakuho and special guest Haruma Fuji. He'll be so pleased with his sumo today, he was simply immovable up there. But just as he prepares for that magical moment when his victory is officially announced to the crowd, we have a ring invasion by an excited fan. Thank goodness the officials were nice about it. Hopefully, this little one will learn from his mistakes as splendidly as did our 6th-year champion, Masakio Yamashita.
Yamashita